Welcome to the Year 1 Phonics recap video. This is what we've been learning in Phonics this week, Spring 1, Week 2. This week we've learned alternative ways of making the I sound, the O sound, the J sound and the F sound. We've also learned the tricky words who, whole, where and to. So this week we have learned how the letter Y can make the I sound. We already know that it can make the Y sound and the E sound. And this week we learned that it made the I sound like in the word fly. It usually makes the I sound when it's at the end of the word. For example, in like the example there, fly or sky. We've also learned that this digraph also makes the O sound. So we learned previously that the O and W make the ow sound, like cow. But this week we've learned that in some words it makes the O sound, like in the word snow. We've also learned that the letter G makes the J sound. So we'd previously learned that it makes a G sound, like in the word gum. But this week we've learned how it can also make the J sound, like the word gem. We've also finished this week by learning the F sound. So we know that the letter F makes the F sound, but this week we learned how this digraph with the letters P and H can also make a F sound. Now, can you use what we've learned this week to read these words? Let's take a look at this word. Have a go at sounding it out and blending. Okay, how did you get on? Let's read it with the new sound that we've learned. J, I, A, N, T. Giant. Giant doesn't sound right, does it? It's actually giant. The A is making an sound. And we know this word really well now because we read Jack and the Beanstalk before Christmas. So the word giant is really, really in our vocabulary now. Okay, let's have a go at this word. Pause the video to give yourself more time. Okay, so this word is phone. Phone. There's the F sound at the beginning, and it's also got the split digraph O at the end. This is a 2-syllable word, so we'll need to chunk it up. Pause the video to have a go at reading. Okay, how did you get on? Let's read it together. F-O-L, full, O, follow. Did you remember that the letters O and W are making the O sound? And our last word today, have a go at that one. Pause the video to give yourself more time. How did you do? It's fly, fly. Remember the letter Y is making the I sound. So this week we also learned 4 new tricky words. Now tricky words are words that we can't really use our sounds for, the sounds that we already know. So let's take a look at this word. Now last week we learned that the letters W and H work together to make a W sound. But in this word it's making a H sound. Ooh, who. Both parts of this word are tricky because the letter O is making an oo sound, and it doesn't usually do that. It usually makes an o sound. So, oo, who. Now, in this word, the WH is making a sound again. So, ole, whole. The last part of the word we can sound out because the O is a split digraph and there's a ul there as well. Ole, whole. Now, this word, the WH is making a W sound, which we know already. It's not making a sound, it's making a W sound. So, W. But the last part is tricky. The E, R, and E is making an ear sound. So, not ear, air sound. So, it's W, air, where. Let's try that again. air, where. Well done, everyone. And the last tricky word we learnt this week is to. We can't hear the W, and the O is making an oo sound as well. So oo, two. And this two is for the number two. So how many, it represents how many. So the number two, when you've got two things, this is the word that shows the number two. Now, pause the video and have a go at applying all the things that we've learnt this week in phonics and read this sentence independently. Okay, how did you get on? There were a couple of split digraphs in there and even a two-syllable word to chunk up. So let's read it together. I can take a photo of the dolphin with my phone. If you struggled with that at all, pause it again and have a go at reading that independently using your sounds to read the words. Well done, everyone. I hope you enjoyed that, and I look forward to next week's video.